I have something really cool to show you today on the Babylock lyric. My name is Kathy and I'm from Above and Beyond Creative Sewing. And I'd like to share a little story first of why I'm here doing this video today. So my son, Jonathan, who does the Civil Air Patrol, came to me this morning and says, "Mom, I need you to sew patches on my uniform for my meeting tonight." And I said to him, "You're kidding me, right?" It was 5 minutes before he had to get onto the bus. And I said, "I had the whole weekend off, and you're telling me right now, right before you're on the bus, that that I have to do this today, and I have to work all day." So he says yes. Anyway, good thing I work at a sewing machine store, and that's the technique that I'm going to show you today. Is on the Babylock lyric, has side-to-side sewing. So when you have larger projects like this, and you have to sew on patches, it makes it incredibly easy to do. So without having to shove this, you can see the size of this jacket is pretty large. So with the side-to-side sewing, it just enables me to sew around the patch this way, like I did on this side already. And I'm going to demonstrate how easy that is to do on this side. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and pick my stitch. If you want to just pan here on the lyric in the utility stitch categories, right on the bottom here, it is the side-to-side sewing. And it's not only can you do it on a straight stitch, but you can also do the side-to-side sewing on a zigzag stitch. That's pretty neat. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the left sewing first, which is utility stitch 93. My hands are cold, so sometimes it doesn't come up right away. And now this machine also tells me with every stitch that I pick, it tells me what foot that I need to use, okay? Very convenient, so you really can't mess up. So it's very easy to change these feet on this machine. There's a black knob right here that just releases this one here. And then they just snap right on. You bring it on from the back, and it just snaps in place just like that. Okay, so now I'm ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to bring my fabric over here, my jacket. And I'm just going to start on the line here. Okay, and you're just going to see how easy this machine just moves. The feed dogs just kind of move automatically to the side. I don't really have to do a whole lot here. It's doing it all for me. So just think of how easy this is. If you have a Girl Scout or something like that and you have to add a lot of patches to things, this is the perfect way of doing it. If you do a lot of appliques or things like that. Also a great technique just using the side-to-side sewing. Look how easy this is for me to attach this without having to move my bulky fabric all the time. Okay, so now I'm going to tell it to come down, which is 95. Again, hands are cold. Okay, now it's going to sew down this way. Okay, and now I'm going to move it to the right. Single stitch, which is 94. And now I'm going to come back this way. So I cannot stress enough how easy this is. So my son Jonathan is very lucky that I'm able to do this. And I told him next time, give me a little bit more notice. And he said, "Well, look at the positive. You get to do it at work, and it's fast. And you said you're going to turn it into a video experience." I said, "You know what? You have an answer for everything." And he does, that little one. Little one. He's almost as tall as me. Okay, and now I'm going to go back like this. And then I'm just going to go to the left just a little bit to overlap where I started, which is 93. Okay, and I'm done. This machine also has the thread cutter, so I just push the scissor, and there we go. That took just really a matter of a couple minutes, and I added this patch on beautifully. Okay, so the Babylock lyric I believe, is the midline machine that has the side-to-side sewing, and then it goes up from there. So the Soprano has it, the Altair, the Solaris, they all have that side-to-side sewing. And what is nice about this model also is it comes with this extension table. Okay, the Lyric comes with this table, so when you're working on bigger pieces like this, you really do have the extra room to work. Okay? So I hope you found that video useful. Come in and check out the side-to-side sewing. Really can't make it any easier. Thanks for joining me. Take care.